Gaza has been reduced to rubble. But even amid the debris and deaths, a turf war is unfolding. A new group is challenging the Hamas, a militia called the Popular Forces. That's what this group is called, Popular Forces. They're said to have some 300 fighters in their ranks. What's more, they have Israeli support. But will it be enough to topple the Hamas, to end their rule over Gaza? For starters, there is not much to end. The January ceasefire gave the Hamas a chance to regroup, but since the ceasefire ended, it's been relentless. 95% of their senior leaders are dead. Top military commanders of the Hamas have been killed. They have lost control over 80% of Gaza, so Hamas is on its last leg. They don't have the men or the organization to rule anymore. In their place, multiple gangs have emerged. One of them is being touted as a successor to Hamas, the Popular Forces. This group mainly operates in Rafah. It is led by a man named Yasser Abu Shahab. He used to smuggle drugs into Gaza. Before October 7th, he had been jailed by the Hamas. He says he's not party to any conflict. He says he's not a professional fighter. Instead, his goal is to protect Gazans from Hamas looting. That's what he says. His goal is basically to end Hamas rule. But can he do it? Well, Abu Shahab spoke to Israeli TV recently. He said he was coordinating with Israel. The Popular Forces, his group, later denied that such an interview ever took place. But the game is pretty evident. Israel is propping up this group, and it's an old strategy. In Lebanon, Israel propped up Christian militias. In Gaza, they propped up the Muslim Brotherhood. In both cases, the goal was the same: create new power centers to weaken your rivals. In Gaza, Israel wanted to weaken the Palestinian Authority, hence they supported the Muslim Brotherhood. But that same Muslim Brotherhood morphed into Hamas. Years later, they're doing it again. Israel wants to get rid of Hamas rule in Gaza, so they're propping up a new group, a rival they hope will be better. There is certainly a chance to make this work. Arab countries and the US are looking for an alternative to the Hamas. The Popular Forces is one such alternative, one that is also acceptable to Israel. Plus, Hamas is losing support among Gazans. They were never very popular to begin with. But this endless war has only made things worse. Like I said, multiple gangs have popped up across Gaza. All of them have a score to settle with Hamas. If the Popular Forces can unite them, who knows, maybe they can pull off a coup. But this plan carries risk for both sides. For Israel, the risk is obvious. Last time they tried something similar, they ended up creating Hamas. What if they repeat that mistake again? What if this group, the Popular Forces, grows into another Hamas? That is a clear risk for Israel. For the Popular Forces, the risk is domestic. Israel has killed more than 55,000 civilians in Gaza, 55,000 civilians. Yes, Hamas is unpopular there, but Israel is public enemy number one. So if Israel supports this group, if Israel supports the Popular Forces, will Gazans stand behind them? Or will they see this group as the enemy's puppet? Clearly, that's a concern already. As things stand, a lot depends on the ceasefire. There's a flurry of diplomacy happening. US President Donald Trump is hopeful of a ceasefire maybe this week or next.
Well, we're talking about Gaza for the most part. I think we have a chance this week or next week. Not definitely. There's nothing definite about war and Gaza and all of the other places that we all deal with so much.
A ceasefire would give Hamas some time, some breathing space to regroup and rebuild. If not, Israel will continue to pound them, and Hamas will keep losing leaders and firepower.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktoren
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kards mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Fiskali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.